Moses joining me on the desk for our first look at sports. Now the Bobcats, Lloydminster Bobcats in action tonight. Final home game of the season. I know I'll definitely be there to cheer them on. How about you?
Absolutely. Might as well. You know what? There's always pride on the line. You know, they might not be in the playoffs necessarily, but you know what? You always got to cheer them on through thick and thin. And, you know, this is their last time on the ice tonight for the 2012-13 season. And it has been a rough patch to start the year. They're hoping to end it with a W. Now, out of the playoff chase for a while now, the Bobcats have approached the last bit of the season as their own playoff series.
2 weeks ago, we set out a 7-game series, and this is Game 7. We're tied 3-3, so for our guys right now, this is the playoffs, and who better to play than what's been the top team in the North for 5 or 6 years now, so they're excited.
Also, this will be the final junior game for Dustin LeBrun and Chase Martin. Both are 20-year-olds and will be graduating after this season.
I mean, I'm sure Dustin feels the same way. It's junior career's coming to an end or whatever, but I mean, hopefully we can end strong with a win.
It's pretty emotional. There's going to be some tears. Over my 3 years, these guys are definitely the best. I made the most friends here, and even though I'm from Vancouver, I'm definitely going to keep in touch with these guys and probably come here in the summertime and hang out with them.
Puck drop for tonight's game is at 7:30 at the Civic. Now, the Bonneville Pontiacs still have second place on the mind, but in order to do that, they will need to beat the Fort Mac Oil Barons. The Ponts sit 1 point up on the Mob, who currently sit in 5th, so home ice for the first round is still up for grabs. Puck drop is at 7 p.m. at RJ Lalonde. Now, there's no question about the passion for hockey in the border city, from novice to junior A. After stepping away from the game for several years, one local product is back playing the sport he loves.
To those on the outside, Sean Utley is like any other 20-year-old playing the game he loves with the Lloydminster Bandits. But for Sean, it was a long road back. Nearly 5 years ago, Sean was on his way home from school when he got the news that his father died of a heart attack. In shock, Sean, a bantam player at the time, decided to quit the game of hockey.
Just couldn't believe it, I guess. I'd like to say it didn't, but I don't know, might have had an influence on it.
Sean would take up other sports like snowboarding, but it wasn't until he laced up the skates with his friends a few years later that he rekindled his love of hockey.
I just started playing rock hockey again with a couple of my buddies and thought I was good enough to come try out for the Bandits, and a couple influences from my buddies kind of made me come out, so yeah, I'm glad I came out.
During tryouts, Utley impressed the coaching staff.
He goes down and puts a top shelf, just a great goal, right? Comes back to center ice, all pumped, puts the puck between the guy's legs, feeling good about himself, goes to walk around a guy and just gets crushed. But bounces up on his feet, way he goes, he's ready to go again. He kept making the cuts, and next thing he's in the lineup, and you know, he just loves all the guys and loves the team and plays hard, and we're lucky to have him.
Yeah, I don't know, I just grew up watching him and it's always been great. Never thought I'd be a part of the team, but I'm just, I don't know, just lucky, I guess.
The team voted Sean as the Bandits' most popular player and finished runner-up for the same category in the league. It's a great accolade for the local product, but for Sean, he's just glad to be back in hockey, knowing that his dad wouldn't want it any other way.
I'm just sure he'd be proud just standing up in the stands watching.
Now, moving on, now for the last 5 months, the Lloydminster Bobcats have been either at the rink practicing or in game action. Over that time, not only has their equipment started to develop a bit of a smell, so too has the Bobcats dressing room. Matt Schumont will be holding back the tears and holding his breath in the final edition of Beyond the Boards.
All right, Austin, you guys are almost at the end of the season. One more game left tonight. Now, you guys have been practicing virtually every day. You've been on the ice, you've been practicing game, you've been working up a big sweat. Now, the dressing room takes the brunt of the smell. Is there a distinct smell that's in there now?
Right now, it's I'd say it's a mixture between like popcorn and like old garbage.
It smells like your truck and they're real bad.
Now on the team, who unfortunately is the stinkiest kid on the team?
The stinkiest kid on the team, I'd have to go with, I'd say Braden Crone, for sure, yeah.
Now, is it the shin pad, is it the gloves, is it the skate? What is it that makes him so smelly?
No, I think it's just natural odor, maybe. It's not the best smell.
That's pretty funny that you say it smells like your truck, because I just talked to Austin, asked him who's the smelliest guy on the team, and he said it was you.
That's a lie. It's got to be the Chucks. I mean, there's 2 of them. I mean, they're not real well groomed. I mean, They're probably the smelliest kids on the team, I think. You kind of get used to it after a while where it doesn't bother you, but I mean, you know, if you're an outsider coming in, it probably smells like death in there.